Here are the 3 camera mounts I designed. This is the first one. I had to put some foam in there because it didn't have enough grip on the wood. It has good grip with the wood, but there's no pivot. Now this is the second one I designed. It had, I put the bumps on the inside, but just didn't have quite enough tension, see? I designed the third one, and it is nice. Like, it's super nice. It's got more of a bump inside, gets a little bit of pre-tension on there. So now, and it also pivots. So anyway, here it is right before I pull it off the printer. Turned out pretty good, I think. Your dad number 1 here. Got a camera mount that I need to modify. I designed and 3D printed it, and I didn't put any angle adjustment in it, but now it's time to adjust that for angle. I'm going to show you a little picture of it here, how it hooks on, and we'll see if we can't make it a lot better. Here it is. I have it designed to hang on a piece of wood, like a 2x4. This happens to be a 2x6. So it's really nice being able to look straight, but if you wanted to look down or up, it wouldn't work. All right, here we are, my first screen recording. We're going to design this thing on Fusion 360. I'm not sure how everybody does it. I'll do it my way. It'll probably be wrong. I've got some measurements recorded. The fence post is 1.5 inches wide. Probably start with that and then kind of work our way out. So let's see how this goes. It's going to take a little while to build, but wish me luck. We get a sketch. I like to orient it so the top is like this. That way when I start over, it's working. We're going to go with a rectangle to start with. I'm going to have a center point rectangle, center point here, and I said 1.5 inches. I want 200 thousandths for the sides. So we will go 1.9 inches one way, and we'll go 1.5 inches the other way, and go from there. Then, so the fence will be sitting across through here, and the camera I want to point this way. So that means the lines on top need to line up this way. The lines are a width of 350 for the little legs, and with a 125 thousandths gap in between the two. And they are 0.6 of an inch wide. So we're going to do another center point rectangle for that. Let's start right here. And I said, so we're going to go 600 this way. Yeah, let's go 0.6 and 0.635. Yeah, that's right. And then what we'll do is just double check that doesn't seem right. Oh, it's 350. Yeah, it's 350 that way, not 635. My bad. So now we can come down here and change it. There. And then we've got a 125 on the inside. We can come down here and just still use this rectangle tool again. Center point rectangle. Come in here. We're going to go this direction is going to be 600 again, and we're going to go 0.125 in, and there we got 3 rectangles, 3 little ones, and a big one. So now what we'll do is the height on these 2 feet here. I'll go ahead and finish this sketch because we're through. We're gonna finish this sketch. We're gonna do an extrude here, do this one and this one, and we're gonna come up 0.630. I'll show you why, but let's see. We're gonna just come on up, and we're gonna do 0.630, enter, and put the sketch back on, and we will turn it so you can kind of see. Why is the body not Okay, well, whatever. Seems to be working. So anyway, now we're going to come down here and we're going to extrude this down. We're going to go down a ways. We're going to go down like, it needs to be at least 2 inches. I'm going to go to 2.5 and just see where we end up. And we want to join all of this and say OK. And there's that. We can turn off the sketch now and you can kind of look at it and see what we got. It's working pretty well. No, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, okay. All right. So let's edit this extrusion. So turn the sketches back on. We'll right click on this, edit feature, and I can turn off the bodies. And I will just hit this, this, and this, and it should all work out. Just say OK. And now that way we see we extruded the whole thing down. That's good. Now we've got a couple things to do here. So we'll turn the sketch back off. We will draw a hole in these two. So I need to create a new sketch, and it is going to be right there on that guy. So that hole is, it is up 330,000. So what I like to do is we just do a line. L for line. We'll come right here to that. We're going to come straight up. 0.330. Enter. And now we're going to do a circle. And that is going to be, it's going to be 200 thousandths in diameter. And we're going to do another circle. There's several different ways to do this, but we can do a circle right here so it touches. And then we'll do another line here. It'll all make sense in a second. Right from there, across to there. And we will finish this sketch. Now, we turn this sketch back on. And we'll look at this side of it, the right side of it. And we will do an extrusion. Let's see if this will work. This may not work with this. Yep, I'm going to do this, this. We're going to do a cut. Let's see if we can get this to go from the distance to all and say OK. And boom, look at that. Now, we turn this sketch back on again. We're going to do an extrusion here. We'll zoom in a little bit. And we'll get it right there, and right there. And we'll do another cut. And we're going to go a distance all and say OK. And that's done. We turn off this sketch now. And if you look, it's starting to look like something. Take the little action cam mount on there. Now what I want to do is I want to give it a little bit of strength. So we'll come in here and we'll do a fillet right here, right on there. And there. We'll do all these little edges. And it's a little awkward rotating this thing around, but we'll get it done. So now we'll grab it and we'll pull it out. It looks like a little bit too much. We want just a little bit, so 20 thousandths or 200 thousandths, sorry. That is probably going to be a little bit too much, so we're going to back that off to maybe 15. Looks pretty good. And we will, let's see, we'll try to grab in there also. That's fine. Just adding a little bit of strength. Now we want to create yet another sketch, and we are going to do it on the side here, right here on that. Make it a little bit, move it out of the way some. So now we've got we want to have a little bit of strength around here, maybe 200 thousandths of an inch all around. But let's start with trying to get a bearing straight. Let's start with another rectangle. Just for fun, we'll do a center point rectangle. We'll start right there because that's a known spot. And we will come out, we'll make it 1.5 inches wide. So it's not highlighted there, so we'll hit the tab, bring it up to there, 1.5 inches. We'll make it 1.525, just gives a little bit of clearance. Let's say okay, and we'll just make that 1 inch and say okay. So now what we'll do is we'll just click this and hit X, 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 and X, because that's just so I can see what we're looking at here. So now I have an idea of how tall I want this thing overall. I want it no more than 4 inches. And I know that my camera base to the center of the bolt is 750. So now I want to make another sketch here. Let's do a line right from, we'll kind of get an idea. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm just going to come up here, 0.75, hit enter, drag the whole thing down a touch. Say okay, so that's about how tall it is. Now we're going to do another line. Actually, let's make that one a construction line because we don't really need to do anything. Make another line straight down from there. We're going to go down 4 inches. 4 inches, and that is, click on it again, construction line, and we got a little ways, so that's not too bad. We can extend, so that tells me we can extend this thing down a little bit further. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here to this extrusion, and we will right click on it. We're going to, we need to, we'll finish this sketch until this sketch is finished. Then we can come back in here, edit this feature, and we will bring it down. Bring it down to 275. Oh my gosh, that have to be negative 275. Okay, now that's finished. Still got a little bit of room for our 4 inches. 4 inches was about our maximum that I wanted. And now we need to cut our gap open here. So let's see. So we'll inspect this. How far is this? It's 275. Just showing you how to get a measurement here. So you come over here. That's not working quite right, but oh well. Don't worry about it. We just extruded that 275. So what about 200 thousandths at the top? So what we'll do is we'll do a line right here off of, actually, wait a minute. We need to go back and edit this sketch. Right click, edit sketch. Now we need a line from here to here. Let's hope that, all right, that line turned black. So now we're going to do O for offset. We'll grab that and we're going to move it down 200 thousandths. Enter. All right. So now that's the base of it. And we need another rectangle to start right at that point. Let's see if we can do one there. R for rectangle, snap right to it. Bring it over to here and bring it down. All the way down to here. Say okay. And then we need to make it have a little bit of tension. So we need like a bump here, like a bump. And we'll put a fillet inside here once we do the extrusion, just to give us a little bit of strength. So and we'll knock off these corners after it's all finished. So let's think about how we want to put a bump in here for a little bit of tension. Maybe a big circle. Let's do a circle. We'll do a 3-point circle. I'm thinking that we'll do the first one here, our second one there. Look at that. We'll just do like, actually, before I get too carried away, we need to figure out how much tension I need. We're going to do O for offset. We'll click this line. We'll move it. So we're at 512 or 1 point. So we got 25 thousandths clearance on 1.5 inches. So let's give us 25 thousandths on the tension, or maybe a little bit more. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we'll start with that. We'll go to 0.05. Enter. So now we need to do the 3-point circle again. We'll click on circle, 3-point circle. We'll start here, and we'll go to the delta, which is the middle of those two, and then we will do it right here to this line. Yep, right like that. And let's see if we can, we'll just lock this circle to here. And then what we'll do is we will mirror that. I don't know if you ever use the mirror function. It's pretty neat. We'll mirror this circle across that line and say OK. All right, and then we'll lock it again like we did that other one. Lock it, and then we're going to use the trim function, T for trim. Just get all that's outside of there. Maybe get that too. And now we can come in here and trim. We can extrude a little bit. So let's go ahead and finish this sketch. Finish sketch. We're going to extrude. We're going to be doing a cut to distance all. And we will select this also right here and down here. Let's see what it looks like. Uh-oh, it's not there. Let's go to distance. Sometimes cut to all doesn't work, but anyway, we'll just go this way. You see, we go all the way through and say OK. You come back and look at it, and you see you got a little bit of, you see that? A little bit of tension there. So now what we'll do is we'll come up here to fillet this, make it a little bit nicer. We'll do it there and there and here to make it so it's not so sharp. We'll bring it down until it kind of, oh, too far. So it kind of looks good. Not sure what's happening there. We'll go, I want to go 0.050. How's that look? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Click OK. Let's do it again. Let's see. Let us do all this and that and that and that. That. We'll flip it over. I'm not sure if it'll let us do all these curves at the same time, but we'll find out. We'll just take it in 0.05 again. Looks a lot better. Now we're going to put a little bit of strength in the middle here. May not need it, but let's see if we can get just a little bit of, get rid of that hard edge. Like I say, may not need it. I guess it's only going to let me have a little bit. Go 0.010. No, that didn't it. Okay, so 0.10. All right, and then we'll come to the outside edges here. Just bring it down a touch. Let's see how it looks. Well, that looks neat. That'll go too far. Ooh. Okay. Click OK. And it is done. So there it is from the top. Sides. And turn it around, looks like kind of got everything I needed to. And we will save this and see how it looks when we print it. Thanks for sticking with me on this one. It's a little bit tedious, but kind of a neat thing to make. Here it is right before I pull it off the printer. Turned out pretty good, I think. See how it fits. Yeah, it seems to fit pretty well. The adjustability is there now, which it didn't have before. We can see up and down the hill. We want to see way out we can, or we want to see way down we can. The tension is a little bit loose. I could make the bumps bigger, or I could heat it up and squish the legs together just a touch. Is probably what I'll do on this one. But if we end up printing another one, I'll make it a little bit tighter. I'd like you to look in my description for some of these items I have links to and see. I'm going to do some reviews on them coming up. If there's one you feel particularly interested in, let me know and we'll try to put it to the top of the list of what I review. Your dad number one here, signing out. Thank you. Okay, well, let's try this one again. I got it to print and it fits the wood out there on the fence, but it is still a little bit loose, and I'm going to show you how to change it up. So it's not very difficult, and don't be scared. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in here and we are going to go ahead and look at this side of it right here, and we want it tighter between here and here, and we're going to go with tighter by 100 thousandths. So we're going to make it 50 thousandths more on this side and 50 thousandths more on this side. So to get that, we're going to turn on the sketch. Not that one, not that one, and not that, and that one. All right, so we'll go ahead and come in here. We'll turn off the body, and we need to make this come in further. So what we can do is we can take this line right here, and what we'll do is we'll hold down, I think, the Shift key, and we can select all of them, and yeah, we'll just do an offset. Oh, wait a second now. Hit escape. We're going to come in here to this sketch, right click on it, and we're going to go to edit sketch. That way we can get this thing tuned up a little bit. Now we're going to come in here, we'll hold down the Shift key, click that, we'll click that, and that. Now we can come in here to this offset, and we're just going to go 50 thousandths. So we get it going. So we can come in, 50 thousandths, that's 100 total, so 0.050. There we go. Hit enter. And now we can come through here and we'll zoom in just a little bit right here. And I'm going to select this whole box here, or just this curve here. Select it, T for trim. I'll do this one over here the same. No, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. See how it turned blue? That is really, if you've got it black already and it turns blue, it can move around on you. So you hit the back button twice. Now I'm going to hit T for trim on this one. There, now it'll be fine. We'll go ahead and trim that one too. Okay, now go ahead and you hit your pan button here. We can pan up a little bit and we will hit escape again. We're going to do a circle, but I want a 3-point circle. We're going to go right here, circle, 3-point circle. We're going to get it right here on the corner. We're going to come up here. It should snap to the center line right there. See that delta, that triangle? Right there's a point. And then we're going to come up here to right there where it's perpendicular to that, right there. Now we can mirror this. We're going to mirror this circle, and we're going to select the mirror line right here. do that and select OK. And that has got that. Now both those are kind of floating still. See how they're blue, but that is okay. We will come in here. I'm going to lock this down, lock this one down. I'm going to hit T for trim. I'll trim this part outside. Over here as well, I'll trim this one too. And for some reason it made it turn black, which is fantastic. Now we got it all in here. So you need to be careful because we're going to extrude this here in a minute in the skate. So you look in here and you've got a cavity right here that is sealed. So when you go to extrude it, you're either gonna have to highlight that, or we can try a T for trim. See if we can trim that. Yep, nothing bad. Well, let's see. It's kind of a little bit upset about that. We get a little warning, but that's all right. We're gonna redo the extrusion. So now you come in here. This whole thing highlights. This whole thing highlights. So what has happened is most of these operations after this sketch are going to be affected by that, but that is okay. So we're going to hit finish sketch and let's see what it looks like when we turn the body back on. Let's turn the bodies back on. So now we're going to zoom out some, get the pen going here. I've got a touch screen computer, so that's why you don't see everything I'm doing here. But so for some reason right here appears to be an extrusion. Yep, we don't need that. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but when you go in there and you change history, weird things can happen. So what we're going to do, we're going to highlight this. We're going to delete this one. It's yellow. We'll get it fixed later. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and permanently delete it. It says permanently delete, but if you end up hitting the back button, you can get it back. Delete that, and then I'd like to see what extrusion that is, but let's just roll the history back just a touch. Okay, so that is not it. Maybe it is. Let's go ahead and edit this feature, and we will select that, and then it's not there, and that is not there. Select OK, and boom. There we go. Now we're looking pretty good. See, we've got a lot thicker cheeks on that thing, and we've got a little bit of sharpness here. See, these edges are sharp again. So let's fix that. But before that, when I noticed up here, when I put the mount on it, it had a little bit of interference. This circle here didn't travel into this, and this bump right here, I just kind of had to force it together. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn on sketch number 2, and this is a little tricky, but I will show you how to do it. If there's anything you want to design and you need some help with it, I'm happy to help. Just reach out to me, and we'll walk you through it. Maybe make a video if we need to. But anyway, so let's come down through here. We're going to do another extrusion. There are plenty of other ways to do this, but I want to get this and this. I want to do a cut operation, right? So we can do a new body. We can kind of see what it looks like. We do a new body from here. Whoa. All right, so that turned into a cut, it automatically turned into a cut for some reason. That's great. That's what I want. I'm going to say OK, and look at that. It has fixed that problem. So see how that's nice, but the backside still has that issue. So we'll turn on sketch number 2 again, and we will do an extrusion again, but we need to cut from the backside. We need to cut this way, but we don't want to cut all the way through. So what we need to do is we're going to start at an offset, and we know that this is 350 thousandths Y. So we're going to go 0.350. Okay, so see I've gone 0.350, but we need to go negative 0.350. And we'll start right there, and it'll cut it. And that is done. That is fixed. So now we can turn off this sketch. Okay, let's go ahead and redo these chamfers. I have rolled the history back, so they're gone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click right here, right there, and delete everything after the history marker. Now we got a fresh slate. Let's go ahead and get the inside of this thing squared away. We'll go ahead and put a chamfer or a fillet, I don't know, right in there. We'll do another one. This is going to stiffen it up a little bit, give us a little bit extra strength up there to be springy. I'm bringing in 0.25. I just like that. That's the way it looks. Now we're going to go ahead and let's look. We want to do the outside or the inside first. I think we will do the outside first. So we'll go ahead and maybe we'll do them all. We can do them all. See if it'll let us. Sometimes it gets mad. That's okay. If we do them all at once, we probably will only be able to get 0.05 out of it. But that is this is really unnecessary stuff. But it just makes it look and feel a little bit more finished. At least it's unnecessary for what I'm really doing with it. So it's kind of a fun project. Keep highlighting these lines. Be careful not to get something up there on accident. Let's see, is that all of them? I think so. So now we're going to come in. Yeah, bet it won't let us go 0.01 or 0.10. Maybe it will. 0.1. That looks pretty good, right? So we'll go ahead and spin it around, take a look, make sure we got everything that we wanted to. Okay, so we're going to push OK. And let's see. So that looks a lot better now. And we'll go ahead and 3D print it and see how it looks. Your dad #1 signing out. Here are the 3 camera mounts I designed. This is the first one. I had to put some foam in there because it didn't have enough grip on the wood. It has good grip with the wood, but there's no pivot. Now this is the second one I designed. It had, I put the bumps on the inside, but just didn't have quite enough tension, see? I designed the third one, and it is nice. Like, it's super nice. It's got more of a bump inside, gets a little bit of pre-tension on there. So now, and it also pivots. So anyway, I'm glad y'all stayed to watch, and I know it was a long video, but if you want to see more like this, let me know, and if you'll leave a good comment or like and subscribe to my channel, that would be fantastic.